Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I made $2,000 in just 2 weeks using Nvidia Put Option. Initially, I thought this trade would be a loss as covered in my previous video, as I'm on a winning streak and things may go south. But subsequently, after yesterday, I was proven right that my fundamental thesis with Nvidia is correct. And in this video, I'll just do a short recap of what happened and analyze the mistakes I make even when I'm profiting, so that if I were to tweak a few things, I will be able to make much more profits in terms of like $4,000 per 2 weeks or $6,000 in 2 weeks. The fundamental reason of why I shorted Nvidia was not because Nvidia is not a good company. Nvidia is one of the best company out there, but it is currently now at the wrong price. And I understood this based on pattern recognition, right? I have invested in Tesla, right? Tesla is a good company, but it was initially at the wrong price when there was so much hype around it. When interest rate is low, money velocity is fast, money supply or credit is a lot, right? There's a lot of capital chasing Tesla. And something happened during 2022, right? There was the Ukraine war between Russia and Ukraine, and commodity prices spike up. And this causes inflation around the world. And central banks have to step up and increase their interest rate to slow down money velocity. So when interest rate increase, the incentive to borrow money to expand businesses or to invest is low, right? So this will cause less people to borrow money. Less people borrow money, there will be lesser money circulating. So if lesser people borrow money, businesses will not expand. There will be less hiring, less profits around, more people getting fired, right? And if somebody's spending, if somebody's earning, the next person will earn lesser because everybody is not spending. So this will cause a vicious downward spiral. So that's what happened to Tesla and the market in general during 2022. So in Nvidia's sense, Nvidia has such a good run up, right? So much hype going forward, right? The earnings call, so much emotions and sentiments were building in. But if you were to look at what happened during the Japanese yen carry trade, where the interest rate for Japanese central bank, right, the BOJ, was so low, right? The interest rate is so low, people were borrowing Japanese yen at dirt cheap rates. They're selling off their Japanese yen and buying in US dollar and converting it into US dollar, and they take the US dollar to buy assets such as Nvidia, right? Nvidia is the best performing mega cap stock, and if you were to look at the AI bubble hype, it is the same period where Japanese yen is dirt cheap. You can correlate the AI bubble hype to the Japanese yen carry trade. So knowing this and knowing shortly after what happened to Japanese yen carry trade, right, trillions of market value was wiped out, and the market participant, the smart money, the dumb money, the retail investors, the institutional investors, they act like they are traders or they are investors on drugs. The Japanese yen carry trade crisis is supposed to have a very big spillover effect, but the market shortly recovered after. So that was when I think something was wrong, fundamentally, and that was when I decided to short Nvidia. And also because of pattern recognition, right? After going through so many earnings call for Tesla, during earnings call there are always excitement, right? There's always too much excitement or too much fear. So the price are usually mispriced. Like traders and institutional investors want the easy money, right? They will buy heavily or short heavily prior to earnings call. So fundamentally, I think Nvidia is overpriced, even though it's a good company. So I started buying Nvidia Put Option. So basically, when I buy an Nvidia Put Option, I basically have the right to sell Nvidia shares by upfront paying a premium. And in my case, I will link the screenshots over here somewhere that I've shorted Nvidia using buy put option. So at hindsight, even though I profited $2,000 over 2 weeks, I analyzed that I should have been more patient, right? Because I understood during earnings call there will be a lot of excitement. Instead of shorting it so early, I might have wanted to go on the long side, ride the earnings call, excitement, and after that, only when there is over excitement, then I take my patience and start shorting. So instead of shorting at early August, I should have shorted near the earnings call. So in that way, I can actually make much more money. So my thesis is correct, but my timing was wrong because I was not patient. And the second thing I could do better with my trade was to be more confident with my trade, right? Understand that I have a good trade plan and a good thesis to back up my trade plan. So other than just being patient, what I should really do is to be more confident and add on more lots and just increase the size of my trades. Because in theory, I'm not risking a lot for this trade. I'm just risking about $3,000 to $4,000 US dollar in premiums. If I were to be more patient with my Nvidia put option, I buy in the right price and I increase my lot size by a little bit more, I believe that the profits I have been making will be tripled. So this is my trade experience. I sit down and analyze how I could do better. So most people, they don't sit down and analyze when they are profiting. As a trader, I think you have to sit down and analyze your losses and your profits. So if you're able to do that, right, you sit down and analyze, just like how I break down my trades and analyze it for you. If I were to tweak and improve my moves just by a little bit, right, the ROI will be 300% more than my original. So instead of $2,000 in 2 weeks, right, you might be $6,000 in 2 weeks. So this is what I want to share with you today. In my previous video, I talked about emotional control, right? snowballing your momentum when you're on a winning streak. So you make sure you are physically strong, mentally strong. This week and in this video particularly, I want to talk about patience, right? Patience and confidence. Confidence in your capability. And how do you have patience and confidence is by learning fast. And how do you learn fast in the ever-changing market is by pattern recognition, right? You go through the markets a few times, you understand certain patterns, certain waves, certain symphonies that the market will sort of dance to elegantly, and you have to spot it. And over time, you will build out that confidence. So this is what I want to share with you, right? By transparently analyzing my mistakes, even though I made a profit. If I were to tweak certain thing a little bit, you will really be 300% more in terms of profits, right? Which is $6,000 in 2 weeks. So my mistakes will be a lesson for today. Okay, if you have watched to the end of this video, I'm currently building out my options playbook, updating it constantly. This playbook consists 10 years of my trading knowledge, 5 years in options. All will be documented inside this playbook, and I'll update it constantly. And this price you're getting as a steal, I'm going to slowly increase it up, and I will slowly build a whole ecosystem around options, just like how I do for Japan Whiskey. If you want to help me out, just like this video. If you want to learn about options and you need further assistance, you can check out my options playbook. I'll link the link down below. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.